Hey, alright, stage 2, testing. I've got this overhead light coming down, plugged into my inverter. I got a 5,000 watt inverter. I have a few batteries here. Got a couple other batteries in the other room. Other parts and pieces. Ground plane over here. Positive plane here. Switches. I'm using 30 amp breakers for, of course the breaker part doesn't work for DC. Life continues, but you know. Right now it's just running this one light. I'm going to be testing with the saws and drills and all that. I'm going to be trying to run this whole shop off of freer energy than what we're currently paying. People may think it's not a lot, but well, if you don't have electricity, you don't have water, you don't have, they'll condemn your house. So yeah, not cool. That's why I'm trying to get both. Legally, of course. Got a few other projects, a MakerBot type thing over there. Got a router mounted to it right now. Trying to build that also, get it working. Got a bunch of robotic stuff coming down the pipe too, so. But I'm charging that battery right now, which is really, it's got a dead cell in it. And so I'm seeing how it'll only get up to like 11 volts or so before it won't take any more charge. Doesn't get to 12 like it's supposed to. This one's a good battery. It does go over 12. And the interesting part is when I'm flipping these back and forth, the one at 11 volts won't go to 12. Does take this one to 12 volts. Yeah, well, I'm not running the lights off. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm running the lights off the one I'm using, powering the oscillating generator here. Up under this nuts and bolts, I've got relays and shit. Got a transformer. From what I can tell, it's a 10-to-1 ratio. Out of an old microwave. Magnetron went out in it, and well, I recycled the magnetron, used the magnets out of it, and a little bit of gold and platinum that's in there, recycling that, and yeah. Multimeter's not really hooked up to anything, but yeah. Here's one of my jigs to build. Vortex Rodin. I think that's the I think this is both Starship and Rodin coil put together. It's a coil within inside a coil. Interesting. It's very powerful too. A lot more powerful than I thought it would be. Right. It's going on the drawing board for this guy. Chain stuck to it, but those are 210-pound pull magnets. North is facing outward on all of them. Real easy to spin. Got bearings in there. It's not self-starting, so I was thinking about putting a motor on there with a chain, but I'm not sure what wattage I need to go with. I may just go with an old drill motor set. May just have a attachment on one of the ends and put that on there with a clutch. So while it's spinning, it ain't going to interfere with the running of it. Kind of like your starter in your car. And hopefully that one will run as fast as this one, or 4 times slower, because that's got 4 north poles. It's not really using the south poles, if you will. It's a long story. I'll have to write about it. This one here is a quad pole. There are 2 magnets about an inch and a quarter apart, and they're suspended on an axle, and it's got a collector coil there that activates the transistor diode setup, and it switches it on, and it only switches it on for half a second or so, a millisecond, whatever, and turns it right back off, because it's AC coming through it to trigger it. But it's actually the magnetic field coming off of the magnet there at the bottom spinning. From what I can tell, it's 1,000 RPM. I don't have the oscope plugged into the generator here yet, but I'm planning on it to do it here very shortly. Need another extension or longer computer cable, power cable. Alright, well, it's New Year, 2013. Hopefully it's going to be better than 2012 and 2011. Well,